Hey you, before the video starts, consider dropping a like, a comment, and maybe consider subscribing. This really does help the channel grow. On to the video. Hey guys, it's Main here, back again with another account review. Today we are looking at Cutiebear's account, which is a relatively earlier game account. Based off the fact I see villager statues is only level 5, so it means you're cavern level 10. You have Onyx Dragon Warrior statue, which means you bought those statues from that one gem shop limited time purchase, which is a little unfortunate. I don't see a reason why you'd want to do that, to be completely honest, unless this is a bug. I think you've actually onyxed it, but anyways, besides the point, let's take a look at this man's account and see what we can do to offer advice. First of all, let me look at your drop rate, because what I'm thinking is you need to do a little bit of either gold food farming or statue farming. That's probably the easiest and best thing for you to do right now. So characters, yeah, these two stats, that's what I'm looking for. Drop rate 26.9, 18.11. Just look at all of your characters. 18.08, 27 is the highest I see so far. 22. So roughly up to 30x drop rate, which is pretty good. May warrant a little bit more statue farming if you want more skill efficiency or higher prints. At least for World 1, so you get more boost food effect, more mining power statue, more lumber bob, more feasty, obviously. That's about it. Yeah. What's the best thing for you to do at this stage of the game? I imagine you're probably a little bit more of a free-to-play player than most people. So what do you have? What gear do you have on your character? Who was the highest? It was QT, this character. Equipment. Okay, you have the Deathbringer, the Dead Bones name tag multipliers. So you have the jackpots. That's pretty good. I don't see golden cakes on this character, so I imagine you don't have any golden cakes. I don't see I don't see the Divine Scarf on your characters. That means you're struggling with Divine Scarf. You don't have 75 Lucky Lads on your characters. For the Luckier Lad for the drop rates, that's something you may want to consider doing. I don't see God Shard tools in these characters, so you're missing some drop rate there. I don't see God Shard gear, so you're missing drop rate there. What else would you be missing? PO box would be something. That's like a tiny bit of drop rate, which you do have. Okay. I mean, you're missing drop rate from shrine levels, I suppose. You're missing a little bit of Crescent Shrine action for crystal spawn chance. You have Crystalline Stamp doubled, Mason Jar, Golden Apple, Multi-Tool. All the good ones. You are missing a few stamps like Summoner and Void Axe. That means your Sussy Gene quest locked right now on some summoning battle or the Regalis familiar. No doublers on mining bag, chopping bag, or just the Matty bag stamp. Owl's only at 14 mega feathers. I mean, you're not a cavern 14 for gambits. That kind of makes sense. 14, things start to slow down for a pre-gambit cavern character. So this is a decent mega feather. I think on my free-to-play, I'm still only like 11 or so. So the pre-gambit cavern push for owl mega feathers is pretty slow. So this isn't terrible. But once you get to Gambit Cavern, pushing it to 17, 18 is what you want to aim for. So eventually when you get there in the hole, it's really going to help supercharge these clickers, especially Megafish. Getting from 8 to 9 will be relatively easy. It'll be easier. Vials, this is a great way to get some free account progress. So back to my initial mention about statue farming. Because of the Arcane Cultist, depending how far you've pushed, you may have started to get the double statue drop upgrade. So if I go to your class specific, I go to Tesseract. Maybe. No, it's a little bit further down. So you're kind of locked into World 2, I imagine. Emperor gear. Yeah, like he's going to be able to do Emperor gear. I mean, honestly, are you even at end of World 6? You have Samurai Guardians. So, I mean, you can potentially get Emperor gear, but I don't suspect you'll really be able to craft all the gear to upgrade from God Shard. I mean, the fact is you don't even have God Shard gear, so you're locked on being able to do God Shard. I think you need to up your skilling efficiency so you can actually get God Shard like bars and stuff. So you can craft that gear on your characters and up your skill levels before you are able to craft that and get Emperor gear for more drop rate. But that would be a good source to actually get drop rate is doing that, but that requires you to get God Shard first. So an easy way for you to increase your drop rate is going to be God Shard gear. And the fact you have the name tag means you have drop rate multi available to you. So just by upgrading God Shard, you're going to get a lot more drop rate than it actually says. It's going to multiply the drop rate even further. So make sure if you are able to craft God Shard, at least get it on one character, your Death Knight that you're actively farming with, to be able to juice that out. Something else you can do actually on the statue grind is on your Arcane Cultist, you could go to Board Beans, for example, and you could farm out the crystal mobs there for drop rate specifically. So you could up the drop rate that you get from that map so you are able to farm the 2-1 statues much faster. Additionally, while you do that, that means more gold food's going to farm because you have more drop rate, which the golden nomwiches are a crafting recipe for the golden cakes. So if you are able to drop that recipe, unlock it, and start crafting golden cakes, it would definitely help you in that adventure and getting more drop rate, because it's gold food, it's drop rate, it's really, really good. Hardest part of Emperor is God Shard. Yeah, getting God Shard is the biggest problem. But, I mean, overall, Loiter, I'm not saying crystal farm in Arcanist form. I'm saying go to Board Beans in Arcanist form to farm the crystal mobs, because remember that as you kill the purple crystal in Arcanist form, it'll stack the drop rate on the map that you're on. So if you're in Arcanist form, you can kill the mobs that come out of the Arcanist crystal, aka the crystal mobs. That's what I'm talking about, not the world's crystal mobs. I'm talking about the arcane mobs, are technically what they're called, but they drop from the crystal. So the arcane crystal mobs is what I'm referring to. You kill those to stack the drop rate on the map, which means you'll get more statues and more gold food. Sorry if that was confusing. I know the terminology, everyone uses the crystal and arcane mobs interchangeably, and it's gotten stuck in my head that they're crystal mobs, so I apologize. But yes, that's what I'm talking about. Go into arcane form, go to Board Beans, and kill the arcane mobs in Arcanist form to stack up the drop rate on the purple crystal. Make sure you're killing all the purple crystals so you can get the multiplier to drop rate. Now, when you have that, and you, I mean, honestly, stop at like 1.02, 1.05, because that's a significant multiplier, right? And that'll mean you'll be able to drop more statues. The reason I'm suggesting you do some statue farming is because you need some more skill efficiency. The reason you need skill efficiency is because I see a lot of vials here that are not level 13 that should be at your stage of the game. Number one, well, I see jungle logs, for example. So what you could do now is you could try to get a higher print. So you can go to the carrot map on your arcane cultist, do the same thing, stack up AFK gains on the carrot map to amplify the prints you would get from jungle logs, because that works. It works for those skilling nodes. So you can get a higher print from jungle logs by stacking the AFK gain crystal on the carrotman map to affect the jungle log and get a higher print there. You could also do the same thing for getting mob prints. If you were to go to Board Beans, again, getting more drop rate or AFK gains specifically is going to impact this. You get a V-Man speedrun reprint of the Board Bean slices here. You can get this vial to 13 relatively easily. Same with Galbanite Ear. Or for your ore, while you can't stack the arcane crystal in the ore map because there's no mobs there, you could just reliably do this with ore. I mean, ore prints are kind of easier nowadays than log prints. At least they're higher, simply because of the bravery monument and how much it scales mining efficiency. You could get this vial to 13 relatively easily based off of where you are in the game. Given the fact you've gotten to Samurai Guardians, you're at the end of World 6, your big focus on your account should be shifting towards skilling efficiency. And if you do a little bit of crystal farming, like regular DK crystal farming, I mean, at Board Beans, and get a bunch of mining statues, that'll give you a bunch of mining power, hence more mining efficiency. And you are able to get higher prints of like gold ore, which you need to get this vial to 13. Getting the goldfish vial, just naturally getting this to 13 with prints, getting the Krakenade power, vial up to level 13. Using the boost food effect statue, again, statue farming, using soulable gum on whatever character, and claiming Dune souls to get this vial to 13. This is a good vial because it gives you talent library checkout speed, which, I mean, I imagine you need 20 books to get max talent levels on your characters. So this is a great vial to get to 13. The void ore vial for more mining efficiency. This is a fantastic one to get to 13. The platinum ore is a material cost reduction for stamps. So this is a great one also to get to 13. The faster Equinox bar fill rate. This is a fantastic one to get to 13. Willow logs as well for sigil charge rate. I imagine you're starting that journey, or at least, you know, getting a little bit progressed in that journey. It's a great one to do. Meal cooking speed, multiplicative meal cooking speed. This is a little bit hard to do because it takes a lot of catching efficiency, but this may be something you just naturally over time, as you get more catching efficiency from like the Justice Monument and Justice Multi, this may be a little bit easier to do, but it's still going to take time. But this is a good one to try to aim to 13. Just, I feel like all of the ones from World 1 to World 3 minus the salts, I think are easy, especially nowadays, to get to 13, especially the critter ones. As we talk about in a lot of videos for people that are on the critter vials, getting them to 13, the biggest thing that I can give you advice on when it comes to these critter vials is level up your trapping on your V-Man. So doing the crystal countdown talent, which if you aren't aware what that is, so V-Man on the Maestro tab has this talent right here called Crystal Countdown. Whenever you kill a crystal or giant mob, ignore the giant mob. Please don't kill giant mobs to lower this. Just do crystal mobs. Every single time you kill a crystal mob, it'll lower the EXP requirement. You need to actually level that skill up by a percentage, and this, I believe, scales with the higher level the talent is, and it stacks up to a maximum percentage, which scales with the talent level. So the higher level you get this talent, the easier it is to level up a wide variety of your skills. There are a few skills I believe that are excluded from this, like lab, divinity, and I think cooking. I'm not sure on that, but it does impact things like construction, mining, chopping, catching, fishing, smithing, and most notably in this case is going to be worship and trapping. So getting higher levels of trapping is easier on V-Man because of this talent. So if you want to get higher levels of trapping on your V-Man, this is the way to do it. So V-Man can be, and it's likely going to be if you are active in it, your first class to get trapping 120, and I think worship 120 for the God Shard Skull. The reason you want to get high trapping and worship levels on your V-Man specifically is because of this talent right here. It is Species Epoch. It's a multiplier to your critters and souls per trapping and worship level that your V-Man is above level 100. So once your combined levels on trapping and worship are above level 100, this is going to multiply. Again, I will reiterate, it will multiply. Again, once more, I'm going to reiterate, it will multiply your critters and souls that you get from your characters. So if you want to get those vials to 13, you absolutely need to get this talent specifically booked and maxed out, and you need to retrap and do your worship on not on V-Man necessarily, but with this talent booked, so you get that multiplier effective and active. This will make that journey to 13 vials so much easier. In addition to the vault providing you a multiplier to critters and souls, those vials specifically are easy to level 13. Additionally, to get more trapping EXP to help your V-Man level up Species Epoch, you should try to focus base critters whenever you see it as an option available to you. So base critters is available in 3 different bonuses, or 3 different sections of the game. Number 1 is going to be vials. You guessed it, Goosey Glug gives you base critters per trap. So not only by leveling up the Goosey Glug vial to 13 first should be your priority when it comes to critter vials, but additionally getting other vials to 13 will make the base critters go even higher because of the vial bonus mastery from the Rift. So getting every other vial up to 13 will help you get more base critters, which means you get more trapping EXP. Now, to capitalize on the trapping EXP, you actually need to retrap. So every time you get a new +1, +2, +3, however many is you deem fit, because retrapping is painful, you should retrap to get more EXP under V-Man. That being said, vials is not the only way to get more base critters. You also have, more annoyingly, shiny pets. There is an upgrade, base critters. It's going to be the sticks and octodars. So you have +8 from walking sticks. That's good. If you are able to get shiny pets for octodars, this is good as well. These, again, give you base critters. It's a great way to give you trapping EXP. The third and very, very easy way to get trapping EXP, or rather base critters, is going to be from the Windwalker talent, the Compass. So base critters, it is actually the very first, or one of the first upgrades you get from Nomadic Path. This one right here gives you base critters per trap. If you haven't retrapped since upgrading this, you should, because this is the biggest increased base critters that you will see in your entire account, because it's plus 33. The Vial, I think, was plus 26 or so, and the what was the other thing? It was the shiny pets. We're only giving you plus 8 right now. This is the best way to get base critters, and this is going to really exponentially increase your EXP for trapping. So if you haven't retrapped in a little bit, let me give you a quick rundown of how to retrap on your V-Man. So I'm not going to swap off my Arcane Cultist in game, so I'm going to do this kind of conceptually. So what you want to do is go onto your V-Man. That's step number 1. Let's do this. Flashbang chat. Step number 1. Go to V-Man. Okay, easy. Step number 2, go to Trapper Drone. Okay. Okay. Step number 3, delete all traps. I don't know why I'm writing this out. It just feels more authentic this way. Step number 4, 20... Oh, wait. Sorry. Hold on. I need to go back a step. You need to maximize skill XP. So how do you do this? Because this is kind of vague. So number 1, what you want to do is you want to equip gold food on this character, the golden ham, as much golden ham as you can fit onto your V-Man as possible. Okay. Secondly, there is a card set that you can equip for skill EXP. Here we go, skill EXP gain for medium resources. There's also a few cards you can do for skill EXP. I'm not going to go through them all. I would rather help teach you how to do that. You can type in skill EXP here, and there's a few cards here that would provide that to you. I think there's a few other ones. Man, I can't remember. Skill EXP. Okay, yeah, these are the only 2. So only one that gives you skill EXP. So if you have a card doubler, double chaotic E-font, this is a passive card. You don't need to equip this. It doesn't do anything if you equip it. But this will give you more skill EXP. What else? Oh yeah, there's also a prayer. There is a prayer for skill EXP, which goes very under noticed. Do not equip skilled Dimwit. You should definitely max this out, by the way. This is a fantastic one to do. You should also do your worship to unlock Zerg Rushkin. This will help you with your prints. Get Royal Sampler to level 11. I imagine you're probably capped on sample rate, but you know, just do it. Please unlock Jawbreaker. Please max out Midas Mind. This is going to give you more drop rate on your DK. You don't need HP on the mobs you do crystal farming on, especially if you're in World 1. Multi-kill does not do anything for crystal farming or mob farming except getting you more of the first item in the drop table. That's all it does. Anyways, I got sidetracked. The skill EXP prayer here, balance of proficiency. Yes, it nukes your skill efficiency, but trapping does not need efficiency. You don't care about skill efficiency. Please just equip this and max out this prayer and equip it on your V-Man to get you more skill EXP. And lastly, again, along the same vein of thinking, this talent right here from Maestro Transfusion. Equip this and use this to give you skill EXP. As we talked about, trapping does not need efficiency. You cap out on efficiency very early on for trapping. And honestly, if you have multi-tool, you likely are good on skill efficiency for trapping. Like between these 2 skills, you are A-okay. Cool. That's essentially all you need to do to max out trapping EXP, or rather skill EXP. Okay. Move over. Hold on. I gotta expand. I guess I can move down. Okay, 5. 20-hour nature. Wow, my handwriting is awful. Nature traps. On all, or rather, just your V-Man. Just your V-Man. Just your V-Man, okay? Because you want to level V-Man. Okay. And that's essentially it. And then your other characters, you don't want to maximize skill EXP, you want to maximize critter gain, because again, you want to focus on the Goosey Glug Vial to 13. So instead of doing this on V-Man, you want to do this on Beastmaster, rather your Windwalker. You want to instead maximize efficiency. I know I said efficiency doesn't really do anything, but it's just nice. It helps you get more critters. So you want to essentially do the same thing, but the exact opposites, like Skilled Dimwit. Wow, I hope you understand that says Skilled Dimwit. Skill efficiency card set, and cards, and trapping efficiency. Okay, yeah, my handwriting's starting to suffer. I'm pretty sure there's a star sign as well up here. Critters per trap, this is actually a good one. All that stuff. And then you want to place whatever trap skilled decision wit. Exactly, you get it. I think you want to do royal traps. If you can do 20-hour royal traps, those are best because they give you more base critters, or they give you critters. So that's the best way to increase your critter stack. Again, don't scatter shot these critters that you have. Focus on one vial at a time, and that one vial right now should be Goosey Glug for you. And you don't have a royal traps unlocked, so you can do like the base trap is completely fine. The wiki, shout out to the wiki. Close out of this. Hello, there we go. Shout out to the wiki. If you're ever curious what traps are most efficient, you can go to the wiki, go to trapping, and it has a chart almost where it will tell you what's kind of the best. And so if you look at this, look at quantity multiplier. If I go from top to bottom, obviously a 28-day royal trap is going to give you 550x, but the quantity efficiency is pretty low on this, so you get like, it's bad. So you want to maximize the quantity efficiency. So if you want to do 20-minute traps on royal traps, go for it. However, you don't have royal traps available to you, so forget about it. You don't have meaty traps available to you, so forget about it. Right now, the most efficient way for you to get critters is going to be cardboard traps on 20-minute timers. So if you can do 20 minutes, go for it. If you rely on trap or vacuum, you want to look for something that's in a 20-hour time frame. So royal traps, but again, that's not available to you. So if I scroll all the way down, there's cardboard traps, and again, cardboard traps. So cardboard traps on a 20-hour timer for vacuum, for the trapper vacuum upgrade in the Rift. This is probably the best way for you to upgrade the critter vial, the Goosey Glug Vial, immediately. This is probably the best and most time efficient for you to just do traps on. There's also a new tool and toolbox to help you. Sampling companion. Wait, but this is sampling. Oh, trapping efficiency. Oh, perfect. Well, here you go. There you go. Go to tools, go to your Windwalker, do trapping efficiency, and do all of this stuff. And there you go. And then go place your traps. Thank you so much, Ando. I actually didn't even know. Dude, shout out to Toolbox. Shout out to Wiki. You guys are amazing. You guys carry this game so hard. Again, in all the controversy that's going on in Idleon right now, in the, issues the game is facing, what have you, the fact you guys are doing this much and helping the player base this much, and advocating for everyone and being there to help, you guys really carry this game, and thank you so much for everyone who does create these tools and helps so much. Anyways, moving on. Cooking. How's your cooking? Are you at wow, I just realized that I don't want to turn on light. Oh wait, that's not bad. Anyways, yeah, dark mode, I couldn't see anything here. Okay, how about I turn off and just turn it off for toolbox? Perfect. So I see a bunch of meals here you have one ladle usage for, so please go through your meals and just upgrade them. I mean, for example, you have Yummy Peach Ring, you can probably get close. Do you have Diamond Chef doubled? Is that what's going on here? Oh, you have Diamond Chef doubled, so you can max out all of your meals. Like, it's no joke. To give you perspective how powerful Diamond Chef is, this is how much cooking speed I had when I had all meals at 110. So you can almost max out every single meal here just from Diamond Chef being maxed out. So go max out a lot of these meals, and Yummy Peach Ring at 85 is criminal. Like, you can upgrade a lot of these meals, so you don't have to rely on no meal left behind. You can actually max out your meals to 100 probably. Time to 100. I mean, it gets a little difficult down here, but you can probably definitely do Burn Marshmallow up to 100. But keep in mind, since you have Blood Marrow, you can just get all of these meals to 100 first. And then as you get to these meals later on, you'll have even more meal levels, which means you get even more meal cooking speed. So you just cloud save, lock in that cooking speed, and then re-ladle these meals. I mean, you realistically probably only need like 1,000 ladles to upgrade these, probably like here to here to 100. With how much meal cooking speed Blood Marrow is going to give you in combination with Diamond Chef, you can probably max out these meals to 100 relatively easily. Yeah, I like how you did the Prism Bubble for Diamond Chef, but you didn't actually use Diamond Chef to max out your meals. It's like you forgot the whole reason it existed. Let's see. Okay, so I would do one of two things. One, I would go back and upgrade your boats to get more sailing speed. The reason you want more sailing speed is you want to try to hit this last island within a 4-hour period at the most. So you want to upgrade the speed on your boats to make sure you get to this Lantern Island as fast as possible. And you want to get these relics specifically up to Sovereign as soon as possible, because the more winter bonuses from summoning you have, the more artifact find chance you have, which means it's going to be way easier to find all of these relics, like so much easier. So you can go back and unlock Costa Column, you can go back and unlock Sovereign Crystal Stake, Weather Book, Cloud Urn, Opera, like all of this stuff you can get to Sovereign if you focus on Wind's Lantern and trying to get this to Sovereign. However, to do that, you need to go back and upgrade sailing speed first. So again, upgrade your boats, get this like first island treasure and upgrade the speed here. Find this and upgrade the speed, find this and upgrade the speed, find this, upgrade the speed, all that stuff, so you can get to that last island quickly. All right, Divinity. Okay, yeah. If you want sailing speed, unlock your gods. So you need a little bit of you need to do a little bit of Divinity grinding. So you should probably stick your characters back in Lab and Divinity. The reason I say you want to do Lab and Divinity is linking your characters to Goat God. Honestly, the easiest way to do this is going to Pocket Divinity, changing one of your links to Goat God, so everyone's linked to Goat God. So you can start leveling Lab and Divinity at the same time. In fact, I didn't even check what your character's activity is. Mini Chiefs, Rice Cake, Mini Chiefs, Bravery. Okay, so you're kind of pushing World 6. I would stop that, and I would just go to Lab and Divinity and just level up your characters. Lab and Divinity right now are very important for you because you need sailing speed, so you can unlock the blessing here for Bagger, so you can get that sailing speed, so you can upgrade that. Additionally, you also need Lab, because you don't have these last two nodes unlocked, which take 1400 account level in Lab and 2100 level in Lab. These two jewels are so incredibly powerful. It is absolutely worth your time to stick your characters back in Lab, because this is a multiplier to Crop Depot bonuses. And Crop Depot bonuses, as I talk about very often, are extremely good. Also, when it comes to farming, don't split your crops up. Just focus on one crop at a time. Don't worry about splitting between Sushi and Basic and Earthy and Bulbo, all this stuff. Just focus on one crop and upgrading one thing in Day Market. Holy shit, your farming sucks ass. Okay, your Crop Depot it needs scaling. My voice cracked. There you go. It needs scaling. So you need to unlock that lab node, lab jewel, as soon as possible, because again, it gets you base critters. So going back to trapping, this gets you more base critters, so you can get more EXP, which means you can unlock those vials a lot faster because of the species epoch talent from V-Man. But also, it'll help you level up your other characters in trapping, so you can get higher levels of trapping, so you get higher trapping, like trapping traps, so you can have royal traps, so you can retrap and get more critters and get those vials to 13 and get more vials to 13, so you can unlock other vials to 13, get the vial bonus from rift scaling and getting that higher, and then you can, honestly, I'm pretty sure one of the vial nodes actually gives you farming speed, does it not? Yeah, you get farming speed from rice cake raid. So this will get bonused. This will get multiplied from the other vials. You get to 13, so you get more farming speed. So farming isn't as painful. So you can start getting more day market upgrades. And please, for the love of God, when you do farming, focus on nutritious soil right now. Try to get this to 40%. Stronger vines, get this to 140%. Product doubler, try to get this to 100%. Get more magic beans to get more beans. Get this up to like 30%. And do some bean trade-ins and try to get more Evo GMO so you can get 200 crops to get more crops unlocked. Do more speed GMO. Ultimately, you want to get Evo to 1.2, speed to 7%. Try to farm out 1k crops, and your ultimate goals: unlock land ranks, push land ranks, and start upgrading things like production boost, production mega boost early on, and production super boost later on. So you can start getting more value multi, so you're able to get like 10k crops, and then 100k crops, and then do more bean resets and upgrade the beans into more Evo GMO, speed GMO, super GMO, value GMO. Try to get more crops at 10k, 100k, because as you get crops to 100k, it'll multiply speed GMO, and speed GMO will multiply your crop speed, and it'll multiply with nutritious soil. It'll multiply with your summoning increases. It will multiply with your vials, which means you can start getting crops grown in less than an hour, in less than 10 minutes, less than 5 minutes. The farming becomes even faster and faster and faster. So you're able to scale it. And eventually, as you upgrade more Evo GMO, you are able to unlock more mushy crops, which means you get more crop depot bonuses, which means you get more damage, gaming Evo, Jade coin, meal speed, cash, pet rate, base critters, drop rate, which we talked about the very early on. What you need to focus on is more drop rate, more statues, all that stuff. So you can go back and unlock more crops. So you can get more farming EXP to get into glassy crops, do more bean resets, upgrade more Evo GMO, more speed GMO, more super GMO, more EXP GMO, so you can level up farming more, so you can get more crop evolution chance, more account skill levels for bravery sword damage, and all that stuff. Holy shit, I'm gonna have a heart attack. Okay. So yeah, ultimately the crux of it comes to vial farming. I think that's very, very clear, and trying to upgrade your tools and less focusing on fighting right now. And because you've essentially pushed to the end of World 6, right? Your big focus right now is transition back to worrying about skill efficiency and upgrading like alchemy, upgrading vials specifically, because at this stage of the game, you should have a lot more level 13 vials, and it's kind of hurting your account when you don't have that right now. So that's your big focus right now, is trying to get more and more vials to 13, try to get your trapping vials to 13, your critter vials, your soul vials to 13, and doing more statue farming specifically under DK, because you're at 30x drop rate. You can probably push that to like 35 with the arcane crystal and other stuff. Okay, cool. Cutiebear, thank you so much for the account. As always, I love reviewing early game accounts. This is a great one to review, and I really hope you gleaned a little bit of something from this account. So thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day. Bye. Hey guys, I just want to say as a last thing, thank you to all of my Twitch subscribers and YouTube channel members. You guys really help the channel grow and really motivate me to continue making videos. If you guys do also want to support me on YouTube, it's just $1 a month for a channel subscription at the lowest tier. You can choose to give more if you want. Just want to say that. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate your support. Have a great day. Bye.